Assalamualaikum to Doctor and friends. My name is Nazahirah binti Muhammad Sufyan and my metric number is 270508. Today, I will present my critical persuasive, which is my topic is about why the cashless society is still a long way off. In this presentation, I have divided it into 4 things, which is first the purpose of this critical persuasive, second is an overview for the issue, third is the impact, and the last one is my opinion about the cashless society. The purpose of this critical persuasive presentation is to discuss why the cashless society is still a long way off. Therefore, in this presentation, I will talk more about why the cashless society is still underutilized along with its effects. An overview about the cashless society is still a long way off. A cashless society is an economic concept in which financial transactions are not conducted with money in the form of physical banknotes or coins, but rather through the transfer of digital information between the parties to the transactions. If we look at the present times, change after change has taken place in the world financial system in line with the advancement of technological infrastructure. The digital economy is seen to be growing as most payment and service involve cashless transactions. This physical situation has caused cash flow to gradually decrease. All payments and receipt of cash take place in the virtual world. This scenario is not only happening in Malaysia or ASEAN countries, but around the world. However, so far, there is no country where 100% of its people live without cash. Most countries around the world are now each working towards making their countries completely cashless. Yet, we can still say that a cashless society is still a long way from fully living without cash. This is because the society feels that the cashless society still has a shortage where crime will still occur even if the use of cash is stopped. Moreover, inefficient digital financial systems are also the cause of cashless society still far away, as they feel that their personal information is likely to be exposed to various types of risks, such as those involving hacking, fraud, impersonation, and misuse of information. According to the Commercial Crime Investigation Department and the Royal Malaysian Police, during the period January to October 2018, many parties have fallen victim to fraud through the use of these modern transactions. At the beginning of October 2018, we were exposed to statistics of 8,313 cases of cyber fraud involving money amount to about 300 million that have been recorded. Now, we turn to the impact when a cashless society is underutilized. There are 3 impacts that can be curbed when there is less use of cashless. The first is that cybercrime can be reduced. Often we hear that many have been scammed where the money in their accounts has been stolen by hackers. This is because all personal financial information is stored in cyberspace. This has allowed hackers at any time to hack this existing system. This is because criminals will try their best to commit criminal activities so that their goals are achieved. Not only that, if our smartphones are lost, what about the existing e-wallet apps? How will it be? So, the second effect is to reduce extravagant spending. In today's digital era, the rise of easy and fast cashless transaction has prompted consumers to shop online. This situation will stimulate consumers to spend extravagantly as they can shop with just a touch of finger on a smartphone. This is worrying because it is feared that they do not have access or saving for old age, emergency, or for important events events in their life that will make them more vulnerable to the risk of economic recessions and hardship. The last effect is to avoid unemployment. This is because the increase in cashless consumption has led to a reduction in employees and branches of financial institutions, which will reduce the number of jobs and have a huge impact on the people. Maybe for the bank this is seen as positive because it can double the saving, but if we look at it in terms of employment, this is not good because the unemployment rate in the country will increase. In fact, it also affects the increase in the country's poverty rate. So, in my view regarding this cashless society, there are pros and cons to begin in this issue. Why the cashless society is still far away because not all places in the country are provided with electronic transaction facilities. This will indirectly give additional burden to consumers to do their daily activities to buy a product or use a service. Moreover, cashless communities may not be suitable for rural areas as most residents are still dependent on physical money and have a low level of financial literacy compared to urban residents. This situation will make it difficult for them to spend due to the lack of knowledge in cashless transactions applications. Although a cashless society is seen as an opportunity to the international financial system, where it facilitates financial transactions, there are still many risks involved in the transition to a cashless society. However, to move to a cashless society, it becomes important for all organizations involved in the economy to work together responsibly and ensure that no one is left behind and weakness in the cashless system cannot be exploited by those with malicious intent. So that's all from me. Thank you.